Hi, Meera, Nakshu.
Hello, ma'am.
Today we are going to have an interesting activity about sometimes true, always true, and never true. The sometimes true is like the statement is true, but not for all cases or all situations. So that is called as sometimes true. For example, if I say all multiples of 5 ends with 0, is it true? Yes, because it is 5 into 2 is 10, 5 into 2 is 20. But when I say all multiples of 5 ends with 0, is it true? No, because if some multiples, like for example 5 into 3 is 15, which is not true. So for some cases it is true and some it is not true, and that will come under sometimes true. Now let's go to always true, wherein the statement is true for all cases and all situations, and that is called always true. For example, all multiples of 2 are even number. Correct? Any multiple of 2, like for example 2 into 4 is 8, 2 into 11 is 22. So you need not worry about a even or a odd number of multiples. So all multiples of 2 are even number. This is always true. And the third is never true. The statement is not true for any case or any situation. Like for example, it will not be true at all. For example, some multiple of 2 can be an odd number. Can it be true? Never. It can never be true. So then all multiples of true are can never be an odd number, and this is an example of a never true. So are you able to understand this activity?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am,
I
I
can
can understand.
understand.
Okay, so good. Now we are going to actually see tables. So we are going to apply this activity to observe the patterns and make observations from tables 3 and 6. So what are we going to do? We are going to see, ask questions and see what do you see in common from both tables 3 and 6, and how the tables 3 is different from table 6, or we can see any number pattern in tables 3 and 6. So we'll make these observations and then make statements for sometimes true, always true, or never true. Yeah, you're able to understand? Okay. Now you can think and make observations.
Ma'am, all products of 6 are even numbers and can be told for always true.
Yes, that's a good observation, Nakshu. All products of 6 are even number is always true.
Ma'am, can I tell something? If all products of 6 are even number, can I say all products of 6 are odd number and can never be true?
Yes, good to see you both able to get hold of this activity. That is, all products of 6 are odd number can never be true. That is right. So, what about products of 3? How are they, kind of what patterns you see?
Some are odd, some are even.
Good, yes. So if I make a statement, like for example, products of 3 are even number, which category it would come in?
Sometimes true.
Good.
Ma'am, I could see 6 into 2 is 12, and in 3 tables I see 3 into 4 is 12. So I can just double the number multiplied with 6, and if I multiply it with 3, I get the same answer.
Yes, Nakshu, that's an interesting observation. Do you think it will be work for all other numbers?
Like 6 into 4 is 24. Double of 4 is 8. So 3 into 8 should be 24.
Yes, very interesting observation, Nakshu. I just want to elaborate a bit on your observation that this is one of a property of multiplication called associative property. For example, when you say 6 into 4 is 24, and actually 3 into 8 as 24, which is written as 3 into 2 into 4. Basically, you can actually write this as a grouping in different ways. So 6 is 3 into 2 into 4 is 24, or 3 into 2 into 4, where 2 into 4 is 8. So 3 into 8 is 24. So this grouping of different numbers and getting the same result is called associative property of multiplication. So with this activity observation, you have identified the associative property of multiplication.
Ma'am, I can also see that all products of 6 are in 3 tables like 6, 12, 18. This is always true. And I could also notice that only some products of 3 are in table 6, like 6, 12, 18 are in table 6, but 9, 15 are not in table 6. Can we say this for sometimes true?
Yes, this comes under sometimes true. Correct. Very good. So this is a very interesting that you have made observations from tables and make statements for sometimes true, always true, or never true. How do you feel when you make these observations?
These observations you made are very interesting, ma'am.
Ma'am, I could find interesting patterns from this activity.
Good. So keep doing these observations, and you'll find many interesting patterns from the tables. And this is how you improve your eye for patterns and identify new information. Enjoy thinking and making observations.
Thank
Bye.
you.